This is the plaintiff, Michael Ficazio. He says he loaned his sister, the defendant, money she needed to pay a lawyer to help her with some legal troubles. She started paying him off weekly as agreed, but then just stopped. He even had to evict his own sister from his home because she refused to leave the premises. Bottom line, sister or no sister, he wants his money, and he wants it here and now. He's suing for $2,618.15, the balance owed. This is the defendant, Danielle Woosen. She says, first and foremost, her brother, the plaintiff's a big liar. The money he's suing for was a gift, which he's now trying to turn into a loan. Basically, her brother's a piece of you-know-what by filing this lawsuit and dragging her into court today. She's accused of causing a big family fallout. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $3,357.55 for car payments, U-Haul rentals, and aggravation and stress.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Michael Ficazio?
Yes.
You are suing your sister, Danielle Woosen,
Yes, Your Honor.
for $2,618.15, a balance of a loan that you say she owes you on some money that you loaned to her and refuses to finish paying because of a family dispute. You are counterclaiming against him expenses that you had to incur when, according to you, he repossessed your car inappropriately.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. What's going on?
Okay. What's going on is in March of 2009, I was confronted by my sister. She had asked me if I could take a loan out for her because she was having trouble with her pension, so she needed to pay her lawyer $5,000 to take care of her pension.
Okay.
Okay, and I agreed. I went with her to the bank. I took out a line of credit.
So you didn't just have the $5,000 in your pocket or in a bank. You had to take out a line of credit in order to loan.
Yes, I took out a line of credit.
So there was no question in your mind she's supposed to pay you back.
Yes, because that's what she had said to me. And for 2.5 years, she's been paying it. It's the payments were $100 a month. She's been paying it for about 2.5 years, and then all of a sudden, we were having some family issues.
What were the family issues?
We didn't. I guess she just declared war on the family all of a sudden because we didn't agree with her fiance.
Is this the fiance?
Yes.
I'm a husband now.
You're a husband? Okay. Is that news to you?
No, I did hear that
Okay.
they had gotten married.
So go ahead.
So she had declared war on the family, and then she had stopped paying.
But what was the problem? You don't like him?
Well, no, because we thought that he was a bad influence.
She has kids?
Yes.
On her, on the kids, or on both?
On both.
Why?
Just the way that he had acted, towards everyone. It's just.
Okay, in your complaint, you say that he has 17 convictions. Why are you protecting him right now and not saying that?
I don't know. I'm just a little bit nervous, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right. So what was it that she got mad at? It has to be something that you guys did other than just not like him.
Well, there were a lot of little squabbles back and forth that we had. He had threatened me on a couple of occasions. He had threatened my mother, and
Is this your mom?
yes, this is my mother.
Is she your mom too?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh my goodness. All right. So no, not yet. So what happens as a result of this family turmoil? She stops paying the $100.
Well, what wound up happening because of everything that was going on, I had served her with a 30-day notice of eviction.
Eviction? Because she's what, living in your house?
She was living in my house free of charge. She wasn't paying any rent.
Okay. How long has she been living in your house?
3.5 years.
Where in your house?
I had put an extension on the house.
Okay, so she had her own egress, and
Yes,
so she wasn't like in your kitchen every day. It's not like.
She did have her own area and stuff, but she would continuously come over whenever she felt like it, whether my mother or myself were home. It didn't matter. She would go.
Did you live with your mother on that side of the house?
Well, I did at one point, but then my father had gotten sick. He has Parkinson's. So I moved in to my father's home and helped take care of my father.
And then your mom was living there?
And then my mother was living there.
All right, so when this family problem is coming up, you then give her a 30-day notice that she needs to leave. And does she leave?
Within the 30 days, yes, she did.
Okay. Now, you have a very different story about that, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to you, what was the deal, your living arrangement there?
My living arrangement, I have my bank statements that show my cash withdrawals. I paid for the extension to be built.
You paid for the extension on his home to be built?
Yes, Your Honor. These
Okay.
are the plans, and I have
How
some...
much did you pay?
I paid $64,700
Why?
for the extension. And
Why wouldn't you just put that into a new home?
Because they offered to help me out with my child at
Who's
the time.
they?
My mother and my brother.
Okay.
Had offered to help me childcare-wise with my child because I had expected to go to evenings. So they had told me when I was at work that they would watch my daughter.
Did she pay for an extension to your house?
She had put some money towards the extension,
64
but
grand?
she didn't put 64 grand. I don't
Do you have withdrawals for 64 grand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have payments to a contractor for 64 grand? Do you have receipts for 64 grand? Because I don't know if you withdrew it and went to Vegas.
I understand that. There never was a bill. It was my uncle who had done the extension on the house.
Who built the extension?
my uncle and my
Who
cousin.
paid for the extension?
She had put some money towards it, and then I had refinanced my mortgage.
How
to
much
put the
did
rest of
she
the money.
put towards it?
Somewhere around $30,000.
How
which
much did you put to it?
About $55,000, and then I had
Into the extension,
Yeah.
not into your house?
No, into the extension. But years ago, we were having a lot of issues. So my mother had cashed out part of her retirement, took $30,000 out of her retirement and gave it to my sister, just to give her money back.
So you feel that you paid your sister back because your mother gave her money?
Well, the money that she had put into her retirement was because I had bought the house from my mother.
And what's your answer?
That absolutely did not occur.
Did she never give you 30 grand?
She did not give me 30 grand.
Wow, that'd be
You're
a
on-
money trail on that one.
She did not give me 30 grand.
Okay, but you obviously all were tight at some point.
We
So
were,
what
yes.
happened? What went wrong?
They got mad.
I'm not asking you. Go ahead. What went wrong?
They did not agree with my husband or my fiance at the time. I do not know why they do not like him. I
Yeah, you
honestly
do.
don't.
Yeah, you do. Why don't they like him? You know.
They just don't like his attitude.
Okay.
I mean, other than that, he
Does,
maintained the house.
does he have 17 convictions?
No.
Okay, let
No,
me give
Your
you a
Honor.
chance to defend yourself on that one.
Yana, I don't know how many convictions I have.
You don't?
But
You lost track?
I don't know, but I did my time.
Okay. Well,
And I
but,
haven't been
but
in
you don't
trouble
begrudge
since.
someone else the right to maybe look at you sideways if you have 17 convictions, right?
And people could look at me however they want.
Right. You
But I did my
understand that.
time.
You don't think that they're lunatics because they don't respect the fact that you did your time. Nobody's saying you owe time.
What
They just
they-
might draw a conclusion.
What they think doesn't concern me. I
Okay,
take
well,
care of my
apparently it's
family.
caused a lot of strife. Do you love her?
I love her,
You do love her,
and I
right?
take care of our kids.
Okay, but you do love her, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so then it should matter somewhat. You may not want to do anything about it because it's so far gone, but it should matter if someone you love is in pain over this. Now, let me ask you a question. When you get the 30-day notice to quit, do you walk over and talk to your mom or your brother, or you're not on speaking terms anymore?
I did attempt to speak with my mother. She refused to speak with me.
Okay, so you move out, and now you want him to pay you for the U-Haul rental to move out?
Yes, Your Honor. They had repossessed my vehicle in the middle of the night with all my personal belongings, so I didn't have my vehicle to assist me in moving and transporting my items.
Okay, so let's talk about the repossession of the vehicle. How did that happen?
The
Were you
vehicle,
pregnant while all this was happening?
I was 8 months pregnant, Your Honor.
Are you serious? Okay.
I personally did not repossess her vehicle.
Who repossessed her vehicle?
The vehicle, my father had asked me to do it, and I have a written statement from my father asking me to do it because it's registered and insured under my father.
Okay, so it's owned by your father, and what?
He had asked me to find someone to repossess the vehicle because she had stopped paying some loans that he had taken out for
Other
her.
loans?
Other loans.
Not this loans?
No, not the one we're talking about.
Well, then what right do you have to repossess the vehicle?
Because he had told me that she'd stopped paying other loans that he had taken out for her, and she had stopped talking to him, and he thought that she wasn't going to pay the vehicle because my father wasn't paying the vehicle.
Yeah, but can you imagine if you have a car payment, right? And then you're paying the bank, and then the bank says, I got an inkling that you're going to be overdrawn on a checking account you have with us. So even though you're paying faithfully on the car note, we're going to repossess your car because of some other issue that we think is going to happen, or because you bounced a check on your checking account. That doesn't seem right, right? Especially when she's 8 months pregnant. Now, according to you, you had a full tank of gas in the car.
I just refueled
Do you have
the
proof of
vehicle.
that?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay?
And I had just made the car payment as well as the insurance payment, and this is
Was there some other loan that you
refueling the
weren't paying your
vehicle.
dad on?
No, Your Honor.
That's why
Are you on speaking terms with your dad or not anymore? Are you speaking terms with anybody in this family?
I
or no?
used to have a very close relationship with my father. He would come over every evening for dinner. I was very, very, very close to him. My brother destroyed that relationship because my brother wants nobody to speak to me because he's angry about the fact that I married my husband.
Why does he hate you so much?
I have no clue.
What do you? Neither one of you have an idea why
I
he hates
honestly
you? He's
have-
trying to protect you by not saying it.
He's
I think
never.
he hates me because I take care of her and her child.
Why would he hate that? Nobody wants to have to support her, so he'd like that you take care of her.
Because the child used to go with him on Sunday for breakfast, and when I came into the picture, the kid loves me and always wants to be with me.
So he feels like you're wedging something between him and is it a nephew or a niece? Niece. How old is she?
She's 8 years old now.
8 years old. So he
And I
feels
take
like
very
you
good
think
care
that
of
he
her.
feels like you're getting in the way of his relationship with
Yes,
his
Your
niece.
Honor.
And
Why
he
would
never
one do
was,
that?
Your
Why would
Honor.
anybody do that? Wouldn't you want as many people as possible to love and have a relationship with your kid?
Your Honor,
Yes,
that's
Your
just the
Honor.
way they are. They
I-
want everything for themselves. They want what's
I
best
was
for
actually
them
asking
and
about
not the
why-
child.
I wasn't asking about what they would do. I was asking about why you guys would not want to encourage a relationship between the uncle and the niece.
I never didn't encourage it until my daughter started coming home and telling me that my brother was calling me names in the vehicle. When I had called, I had asked my brother a question, and he had used profanity because he was angry with me just because he doesn't speak to me. I have attempted several times to mend my relationship with him, and he refuses to speak with me. Your Honor, I'm not a bad person, and I honestly do not know why he doesn't speak to me.
But your dad doesn't speak to you now?
My father
Your brother
doesn't speak to
you
me
now?
because my
And your mother
brother-
doesn't speak to you now?
My mother never spoke to me.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Would you ever sue your sister if she consciously stiffed you?
Yes, I would.
What?
Because it just wouldn't be right.
But you know they say blood is thicker than water, and you don't rupture families. What do you think?
I would sue her simply because there's God's law and there's human law. So if you're gonna sit here and screw me over, yes, I would take you to court.
I like you. What do you think?
Well, I mean, if he's my brother, you know, I'm not gonna sue him, but I mean,
What if it's your sister?
I don't have a sister.
Well, what suppose you had a sister?
Well, then, yeah, probably if I had a sister. Because if
You wouldn't sue your brother, but you sue your sister.
Yeah.
Sexist pig. Going inside the courtroom.
Never had a relationship
Well,
like
then
that
why are
with
you
my
building an
mother.
addition to the house where she lives? I mean, what was that all about then?
It was easier
It was a
with the
very
child.
stressful time. I just got divorced. I almost lost my house, and then I ended up having to sell it. As
All
a
right, tell
result,
me about, his case against you is about a loan where you were paying $100 a month on it and then stopped.
it was a gift, Your Honor.
So why am I seeing evidence of paying $100 a month? Where's that from, the $100 a month?
I had given him cash for utilities.
No, it's on the bank statement. How is it on the, how would the $100 a month be paid?
She would give cash to my mother because I was staying with my father at the time to
Utilities.
take care of my father. I would go to my home, get the money from my mother, and I would deposit it in my account. And because the loan was taken out of my
Come on
account.
up, Mom.
The loan
Was
was.
she giving you $100 a month for this legal fee thing?
Yes,
Okay, she says the $100 a month was for utilities.
absolutely not.
All right, did she pay utilities?
No.
No.
She did not pay utilities. I never asked to take any money
Do you
from
have
her.
any evidence by text, email, or otherwise that it was for utilities and not for what your mother is
I
testifying?
do not. I have my husband that is here with me that saw me actually give money for utilities, and they actually asked for utilities verbally several times. They would come and knock on my door, and they would ask for the money for the utilities, and I would give them the cash. That's the only cash that I gave him was for utilities.
But how is utilities $100 a month every single month exactly the
No,
same
it wasn't
payment?
100. I
With
paid
cable.
400.
Yeah, but still, it's okay. But that's not the amount I'm seeing. I'm seeing a deposit of $100 payments a month, and that's what your mother. Were you also receiving $400?
Your Honor, the $400 a month that she was given to my father for the loan that my father had taken out. That's what the $400 were for.
That you say you
Absolutely
did
not.
that you didn't even have. You don't have loans.
I
to your
don't
father.
have a loan with my father.
That was your rent. That was her rent.
That was my rent, that I would.
To pay that
I would
loan off.
give him rent,
to pay that loan off.
Yeah.
not to
that was
pay
her
the
rent.
loan off.
Well,
I
that's
would
what he
give
just said,
him
to
rent
pay the loan
money.
off.
It was rent money to build the extension.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I mean, maybe your family is all evil, and he's the best thing since sliced bread, And, I don't know, maybe, there's a world where you can love your husband and respect your husband, but still have a relationship with your family. There is that world. And if you have a husband who wants you to just sever everything, that's not a good husband, okay? First of all, I find that as far as the plaintiff's case against the defendant, I find that this was a loan and not just some, him raining $3,000 on you, which I find totally unbelievable with everything that I've heard here, okay? I find that you stopped at the $2,618.15 range, and I am going to order you to pay that, but now we have to talk about the counterclaim. Now, I have here a counterclaim where typically I would look at that and say, well, your dad's, and that's what you want me to do, say your dad's the one who repossessed it. And so therefore, you got to sue your dad for all this stuff. But I'm not going to say that because it isn't the dad who repossessed it. It's you who repossessed it physically. You're the one who ended up taking it away from her at your dad's request. And the problem is that you can't just repossess a car because you think somebody's not going to pay. That's not how the world goes round. So that was a bad move. You should have talked to a lawyer or something before you ended up doing that. I don't understand why it is that you guys did that. Your dad's remedy, if she's not paying other loans, is to go sue her for the other loans. It's not to turn around and then repossess a car that she has invested X amount of money in. That's a problem, okay? Now, what I'm going to do, it's 4 months that you drove the car, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. There's a value to that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. That I have to deduct from you. You know what I'm saying? Okay? So, because of all of your damages on the car repossession, I'm going to reduce the recovery by an amount that I think is fair, taking into account that you got to use the car for 4 months. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I find the net judgment then in this case, the net judgment is in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $1,918. That is my judgment.
Well, there was an offset on the plaintiff's win in the judgment here as they recovered some on the counterclaim. What's your reaction to this whole case as you come out of here?
I don't agree with the whole decision, but the judge, I guess, had
Well, she made up her mind. She heard it all.
It is what it is.
Mom, have you really disowned your daughter?
I never disowned her.
Okay. No, then. Would you like to see her back in your family, living as part of as your family?
I would like to see that happen, but I know it would never happen.
Never?
I know it wouldn't. Not on my part, on her part.
Mm-hmm. All right. Good luck with everything. All right, good luck. All right, so come on in. How are you feeling coming out of the courtroom here?
My mom's a liar. She never wants me to be part of her family ever again. She said that as I was moving, and she told me that it wasn't over when I started to move my things out. And she was right, because they took my car.
Would you like to be brought back in part of that family? How painful is it for you to see your wife losing her family over the marriage with you?
It sucks. And you know what? I'm just glad that they can't hurt her no more, because they're a bunch of losers.
Okay, we'll leave it at that then. Over to Harvey.
Okay, the simple principle here is that you cannot repossess anything unless you have a lien on that item. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.